hello. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Angela. How are ya? Happy Friday. How are you doing? We made it till the end of the week, y'all. We made it. We made it. We made it. Hi, Sue. How's it going? How is everybody on this lovely, hot Friday? Oh, my word, my word. So I will tell you today is going to be definitely chaos because I gave Jack a haircut yesterday. And so now when Onyx goes to nip at his legs, she's actually nipping at his legs and not his hair, not his fur. So he's even more mad today. Hi, Miss Edie. Hi, Leona. Thank you. So yes, today is, yeah, he's just like you said, Sue, he's not giving in. He is not, he's being so stubborn. She's been here since what, April now, March, April, something like that. And he is not giving in as far as like showing any love to her. Not at all. So hi, Gwen. Hi, Sheila. How is everybody? Troy is around here somewhere. He's here. Running amok. Hi, Carol. Yeah, I know. I thought that he would, because I'd never had animals that didn't, you know, commingle nicely. This is the first time but like you said, this is the first time I've had one for so long. Being the only pet and then integrating somebody, so or a younger one. So hi, Betty. Hi, Dana. Thank you. I will, yes, as the ticker has down here, we have Happy Mail Friday today, but we're also going to do 2 today because we have the episode 50. So every time we kind of hit like a little mile marker, I'll make sure to do an extra little giveaway in there. Thank you, Dana. So you all got to see, I posted the pictures, the finished pictures of the balloon. Once Onyx settles down a lot more, he will be okay. And well, like they sleep together. No, well, not together. Jack sleeps with me. Onyx sleeps with Trevor. But like when they're sleeping, like on the kitchen floor or whatever, she can be by him and he won't bat an eye. But it's when she's active, like you're saying, that he's like, get away from me. No. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Sue. Yep, thank you, everyone, for all the love that I've been getting on the balloon. I try to go in and thank everybody, and it's like, So, anyhow, if I haven't thanked you in the comments, thank you. I appreciate it. But, yeah, it was kind of funny because as I was going around it, you guys seen how my angle was going up and how come I had to stop. Wow, those last couple on the I think it was 4 of them on that front side, they were really like angled. Like you with people. Me too, Sue. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Thank you, Carol. So just in case you are not familiar, I do stream on 3 different platforms. Well, 3 different 2 pages and YouTube. So my Terry Lightsey, Terry's Crafty Creations, and also on YouTube. So if you hear me replying to somebody, that's why you might not be seeing the comments. It's not actually a book issue. Thank you, Gwen. Wasabi. Rima, you're going to have to tell me what you're talking about. You want me to show you something with the molds and baby powder or baby oil? Okay, you guys. So you remember this box that I got at the secondhand store? It was really, it's an older box, obviously, because the wood is pretty old. And then I had to, as I pulled off the furniture tacks, it kind of messed up the wood. So I had to order some wood trim that I'm going to replace here on the sides. Glad to be alive. Oh, I hear you. Hi, Debbie. How are you? So we are going to bring this back to life. I'm almost thinking that either it was outside or maybe got put in like the garage or something before it went to Goodwill because of how weathered the wood actually is. So, all right. So what I want to do is I was trying to think of the way to do this the easiest way because I have Onyx took off with a roll of toilet paper and came running in. Hi, Miss Wanda. Hi, Trina. So I got just some birch wood here, and I haven't tried this before. It's going to be different, but apparently there's adhesive on the back, and when we warm it with like an iron, the adhesive will stick here. My clay is not coming out of mold. Kelly said you showed her the baby oil way. Okay, I know what you're talking about. All right. Thank you, Miss Wanda. I will get your name on there. So what I'm going to do is, I did go through where I pulled out the tacks. I put some wood filler in here. And then I'm going to reinforce this by putting the birch wood on the ends here. What I'm trying to figure out is if I want to do that first before I do whatever I'm doing to this, whether we decoupage or whatever. Thank you, Kathy. This thing is going to go woo! All right, let me put Kathy's name on here, and then we could figure out what we are going to do here. All right, but what I'm more excited about is we see how old and tattered this is, so I can't wait till we get to see it come to life. You know, once we get some pretty stuff on it. So, ouch! It is real wood, guys. It will give you slivers. What do we have planned for this weekend? Anything? So today is a little cooler for us. It's only going to be like 90 something, but then the next couple of days it's going to be 105, 104. Love this box. Can't wait to see what you do with it. Thank you. I really love the shape. You know what? I need not to do it this way. I need to be a big girl and measure so we can get the right measurements here. So let's go and see. It's going to be 7 1/8. So let's cut these at 7 1/8. It feels like fall here. Oh, man, I wish. It's just ridiculous. I was like, oh, yay, we have some cool days. This is going to be great. And then it just got, it was like, yeah, no. It was only for a minute. What up? What's up, chicken butt? I hear you. Oh, Onyx had my hair tie. Thank you, son. You're the bestest ever. All right, so let's measure these out and make sure. What do you know? All right, and I'm actually, so I don't cut these wonky. I know Rima's teasing us, or she's rubbing it in, one of the two. Definitely does not feel like fall here. Definitely not. Okay, hold on, son. I ordered you a new one, so it won't come until tomorrow. All right, so let's get these cut at 7 1/8. And then anything longer, we can always. All right. This Biscars doesn't go to 7 1/8 though, so I'm going to have to mark these and then cut them. I don't want fall. I want summer. I'll take your heat. Well, shoot. I'll take your fall, and you can take my heat. Who do we talk to? Who do we need to talk to about that? Because I'm over it, over it, over it. So I'm going to cut 4 for the front and the back, and then I'll deal with why I marked that on the back. I have no idea, just to be difficult, I guess. And then I'll do the top. I wish I knew. Hi, Lynn. How are you? How is Miss Holly girl? What's up? Oh, I can't do that, son. I ordered you a new band. It won't come until tomorrow. All right, so we've got 4 of these. Now let's figure out the top. So, yeah. So I definitely won't be doing anything the next few days that requires me to go outside of the house anyways. So this I am going to roll around because I'm not going to try to be swift and crafty and measure that. All right. So then we should be good. So again, like I said, I have not tried this whole heat thing with the back of this. Supposedly you're supposed to be able to just heat this with an iron and then it'll stick. So we'll see. I feel the adhesive on the back, but you know, we need to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere because I don't want to put those furniture tacks back in there. All right, so get rid of this and see what we got. All right. Holly girl is just delicious all the time. Okay, maybe not all the time. Maybe not all the time. Just most of the time. All right, so wait, is this the, hold on a minute. What did I get crooked with one of them? Of course, Terry. You're always crooked. Yeah, I got crooked with one of them. How do you get crooked with one when you are cutting it on a doggone machine? That's probably the one that I marked on the back. A machine. When you're cutting it with a paper cutter and you're still crooked. Sure, it's the one I did on the back. All right, I'm just going to cut this in my lap really quickly. So, Rima, I bet you anything you're using too much baby oil if you tried it that way. Because the trick to the baby oil is you have to use very little. But I'll do it for you before we finish off here. All right. So, according to the instructions, if we get an iron, this is supposed to make it stick. So we'll see. I do that all the time. The machine is wrong. The machine is wrong. Hi, Helen. Oh, what do you know? Oh, Terry. Let's not do it crooked, though. Hey. Not bad. All right. As long as you don't do it crooked, there is adhesive on the back, and it's just, I have not used baby oil. I use cornstarch. But oh, okay, gotcha. Cornstarch. All right, now I'm not moving this. The iron's moving it. Oh, it's just sliding. I'll show you because I'm sure we'll put some molds on this or something. Not bad, you guys. Look at that. And that's what the back looks like. It's, I mean, I can feel the adhesive, but it's, is this the crooked one? Or it's not the crooked one. No, this isn't the crooked one. I like that a lot. That was easy. Yes, because what is this you're using? Which one, Carol? The iron or the strips? Remember, Sue, you yelled at me to throw my baby iron away because it was smoking on the last apron or something I was doing, whatever material I was doing. Remember it was smoking? Don't you remember? This is birch. So this is birch that already has adhesive, and all you have to do is heat it and it sticks. So, and I got a thin one because I didn't need a big border. I just really wanted to reinforce the sides. Yeah, it's just birch. It's a thin strip of birch. Oh, no, this is the crooked one. I could see it. Whoa, good googly moogly. Good grief. Wow. So I was wondering, though, if my little iron was going to do the trick. But, yeah, I got one right after that because I needed to do Holly Girl's apron, and I figured I better not cause a fire. So RIP to my little iron, the original little iron. This one is, it's not that much bigger. I guess maybe. I don't know. I should just throw this doggone one away so I don't keep grabbing it. Is this the one or is this the one? Wow, these both look kind of crooked, actually. I might have to cut another one. That's crooked, too. And I know this is the crooked one because it's split. All right, let me measure this out to 7 1/8. So, yeah, this just came in a roll. And it was pretty cheap, actually. But some of the flex birches or some of the flex woods were expensive. I wanted to make sure you tossed the dead one out. Yeah, I did. I didn't want to tell you the truth. I was like, oh, it's been with me forever. But I did. It's my original, it was my original iron that I used on all of my aprons and stuff, but that's all right. A crooked day for a crooked lady. I know. Oh, I've got to show you guys my shirt. Hold on, I'll stand up. Can you see it? Says, I don't know how to act my age. I've never been this old before. Can you guys tell what kind of mood I was in when I was buying shirts? Auction it off as one of a kind. Oh my. I should have given it a proper burial. All right. And I like that it pretty much, I mean, it goes right on, and I mean, it does its thing, and that's it. This is going to be interesting though, to see how we get this over the curve without it moving on me. So let's just put it on there. And then we'll start here. Right? Pretty perfect, right? You've seen these too, Laswana? I don't know. I was on a kick, right? Because I needed more, just lounging t-shirts, not dress shirts or fancy, you know, anything. So they had a bunch of these tees. All right. This is not wanting to stick because I think because it's pulling the curve. So hold on. While it does that, let me grab a little, let me grab a couple more because I'm going to need them for the other side. I think because I'm pulling it to go around, so it's, you know, trying to come up and around. So we'll give it time to stick. I don't know. I mean, the iron's doing fine. It's just that because I'm pulling it around to the other side, it's wanting to lift. So we'll see. I will say though that this little iron does get a lot hotter than the other one. See? So I can see that the adhesive is already melted. So let's just put that on there and then we'll continue to melt and then let it stay and see if it does its thing. Hi, Miriam. Thank you, Sue. You find that stuff so quick, Sue. All right, now let's get back over here. Yeah, it's very thin. I worry about using a heat gun, especially my heat gun, because I have an industrial heat gun that really might start a fire. If this doesn't hold it, though, you know, I have other means of making it stick. So we'll see. You guys okay in there? I've been on. What is that? Miss Wanda? Ari Express? Yes, you are the Google Queen. All right. I'm just going to actually I'm going to hold it for a minute as it starts to cool because it doesn't want to stay. Is that something you're shopping on, Miss Wanda? So you guys didn't say, did you guys have, does anybody have any fun plans this weekend? Now that is one thing with this iron though, it has an automatic shut off. So it'll literally try to it shuts off on me before I'm ready. But other than that, it's pretty good. All right, let's hold that down and then we'll do the same thing. We'll clamp it. Like I said, if all else fails, we'll just use some good old wood glue and get it down. All right, I need, it's hanging low on this side. A site Miriam told about in her live, so I had to check it out. Ah! You don't know what you're going to do yet, Miss Carol? All All right, it's a little short, but that's okay. I don't want to pull it too much. I'll adjust it later, put a little sliver there. Oh, I guess it's holding. I should work because it's what is used for making furniture. I should work because it's what is used for making furniture. All right. So it looks like we are good. It seems like let's put the heat. I can see there's either a split in the wood or a join right there. I don't know. Like I need another place to shop. Thank you, Lynn. I'll get your name on the wheel right now. There's like a weird deform in that. I received my box I won from you and my papers today too. Oh my God, thank you so. Oh, how cool! That's cool. Everything came at one time. You're very welcome. All right, let's get Lynn's name on here. Good. All right. So now, we're not going to do any record-breaking color, I don't think. We'll start off with just the Waverly Beige, the plaster color. Yes, Betty, I believe I did. Let me make sure. Oh, thank you, Betty. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I did now, though, for sure. All right, so we're just going to use the Waverly. You guys know when I do, like, big pieces like this, I don't like to waste my, not waste, but I don't like to use my Pentart. I've got little slivers of wood on my pants. I don't want it to stick me in the leg. Okay. So, right now, though, see, this is where I was wondering what I should do with the trim. I don't know if I want to paint that or just this. I think I'm going to paint, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right. You know what I should do is get my sponge so I can get this all at one time. I think I will. Hold on. All right. Do I want that in there? Let me use the rest of the paint on here. Let me get everybody. I will make sure I got everybody's name on there. Hold on. Let me get the paint off of this, and then I'm going to use my sponge. All right. So let's see. Yes, you guys make sure I get your names on here because remember, we're doing 2 today. Come on, get it. Hi, Kelly Cat. How are you? All right, Elizabeth. Oh, get your fingers on the right keys, Terry. Okay. And Carol, I already have you on there. And then, hi, Ari. How are you? How's that beautiful mama? All right. Thank you, Kelly Cat. Okay, so I am actually just going to get a flat paint out. Thank you, Kimberly. And I'm going to wipe this. I'm just going to use my sponge. I'm sure you guys have seen me use this before. I forget about it a lot. So I'm just going to see. like I told you guys last time, I've moved my camera, so I have to get used to being way over here. All right. So we're just going to take this. So I'm not messing around with trying to paint here for days. I think you guys have seen me paint enough the last few days, or the last few lives, I should say. I can see your comments. What happened? I sprinkle every time, even on replay. I know you do. You're not seeing comments. Elizabeth, are you on Terry's Crafty Creations, or are you on Terry Lightsey? You might not see some of the comments because I'm also streaming on YouTube. But if not, if you are on the Terry Lightsey, which is where most everyone is, then you might need to go out and come back in. Oh, Sheila says she could see your comments. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, Elizabeth, if you go over to Terry Lightsey, just my first and last name. I also am live on that page as well, my main page. You'll see more of the comments. So Sheila, if you want to go over to that side too. All right, so as you can see, just using the sponge. Hi, Anya, my beautiful friend. How are you? Using the sponge just saves a lot of time from sitting here with the doggone brush. I forget about it a lot because I have it up on my shelf. Sorry, I'm going to drive on the highway, but I'm listening to your... Okay, be safe, Miriam. Be safe. Okay, we got the first layer on that. Let's pop these off, see how they're doing. I really don't like the connection that's happening right there. It's actually, you guys, can you see it? It's raised. There you go. So let's just see if I can get it down. Yes, please. Just listen. Be safe. We don't mind. Because everything else is going to be flat, and then it's going to be raised right there. It's going to catch everything. So I might have to put some... Aw, thank you, Elizabeth. All right. I'm going to have to put my hair up. It's driving me nuts. That's why it fell short over here, because it's got this hump up here. Of course, right? Something's got to be silly. All right, it's not going down right there. So let me get a little bit of, actually, I'm going to get a little bit of wood glue. All right, I'm going to take just some Gorilla Wood glue, and I'm going to get a small brush and kind of stick it in there and see if I can't get it down. Just because if I do something, some decoupage or something in there, you're gonna be able to see that. It's gonna look ugly. I mean, when will you tip the box up and do this? I don't know, but I know it's like that. You guys know how it is. All right. Hi, Miss Linda. You're not late. I just appreciate you coming at all. Okay, let's throw that in some water. Oh, that's not going to fit on there, is it? Oh, so you guys, you know my favorite, my silicone brushes that I use, these that I always get the glue off with, and like I will use on my clay and stuff, because it mimics like your fingers. Thank you, Miss Linda. I bought some extras so I can put them in the giveaway stuff. Trying to find some me time between work and playing nurse because my boy. That's right. That's right. How's he doing, Anya? Well, I don't know about you, but I don't know. It seems like men in general don't. They need a little bit more babying, I think, whenever they're sick or have surgeries or anything like that than women do, don't they? We'll have surgeries, have one arm, and hopping on one leg and still be doing 110 things. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Trina. So I thought, because I know you guys have trouble finding, or I've had a couple of people saying that they couldn't find them. So I said, well, I remembered and I ordered some. And I said, I'll just order some extras for my giveaways and then put them in there. Because they're really amazing they mimic your finger, like a fingertip. And then that way, you're not, especially with clay or even when I'm getting like the glue off, because it comes to that point, it's very helpful. But he needs a lot of help. We can push out a human and be back at, yeah. I know. So I was actually telling this story to Yvetta not too long ago. So Trevor was born a month and a half early. And so I had him an emergency C-section. And the next morning, I was walking down the hallway to the ICU, to the NICU, because I wanted to see him. And I walked in and they were like, what are you doing? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm here to see my baby. They're like, didn't you just have a C-section? Yeah, you shouldn't be walking. I was like, well, there wasn't a wheelchair in my room. How else was I supposed to get here? You, come on now. But yeah, they're like, I can't believe you're here. I need to see my baby. Crazy? Get out of my way. All right, so I'm just going to go over this one more time on the sides because it's pretty sheer. There we go. Oh, okay. Sounds like somebody turned the vacuum on. Draw your name, I need that, Betty says. I'll try my best, Betty. We've got 2 shots today, so I'll try my best. Can you guys hear that vacuum? If it's too loud, let me know, and I'll tell them they need to turn it off. Let me know if you can hear that, because if we don't do that, it doesn't get done. That's so true. It is. It's very true. All right. So now the fun part, we've got to decide what paper to put on here. Okay. Is that too loud? You can't hear it? You don't hear it. All right. Thank goodness for sound cancellation, because I hear it. It's very loud. All right. Can't hear it? Okay, good. Let me know if you can, and I will have them turn it off. Sounds actually like the carpet cleaner. Okay, so now I need a paper that we can put on here. Trying to think. Heck no, let them vacuum. I know, right? Cleaning? What? When they're done, send them your way? This is how I get paint in my hair when I have my hair down and I'm doing that. I'm going to put it up. My mom would yell at me if she were here. Quit messing with your hair. All right. I'm going to take the ticker off before somebody yells at me. Oh, it didn't turn off. There it is. Okay. Wish someone would vacuum for me. You guys listen. Huh? No, I just asked them if that was too loud. They didn't hear it. Thank you, son. What are you doing? Washing the carpets? Cleaning the carpets? Yeah. Thank you. He's a good boy. Trevor's a good boy. Well, they're both good boys, but you know what I mean. Oh, man, you guys. I'll do it later. All right. So, let's get out the big Mama Gem. Or actually, if we're going to just do here, we don't need a big paper. Is there any paper that you guys have in mind that you are like, oh my gosh, that would look good on there? Because that would really help. You know, that would really help. Because then I wouldn't have to figure out. Thank you, Jamie. Okay, Jamie, I'm just putting Jamie. Okay. Now, what I did was looking at, because I was looking at some papers that I haven't used yet, and I realized that I hadn't used. Hi, Denise. How are you? Why don't I know which one that is, Sue? That's the one. Hold on. You guys seriously can't hear that? Hold on a minute. Sue is challenging my brain. Oh, Sue. Hi, Rennie. How are you? All right. So what I was looking at is, I haven't used some of these Andy Skinner papers. I definitely haven't used this one. But I also haven't used this one either. A little, but not bad. Okay. I think because he came closer. Let me know if it's irritating. I kind of like that one. But then I also Trav, that's really loud, son. Oh, sorry. So the surface is wood, and we are doing all of this box. This was an old, yeah, I'm going to have to make that go down, you guys. This was an old box it looked almost like a purse. I might have to recut that, you guys, because that one doesn't want to stay. It looked like an old purse, the way it was shaped. It had a handle and it had some tacks in there. But we also have, of course, the Sugar Magnolia, which we could use. But if we want to do like a spring, we can go like a pop of yellow. And I also have, you know, of course, the first blooms. So should we do an Andy Skinner that we haven't used? Or should we do something flowers? I ain't into them freaking number ones. Oh, my word. Lordy, lordy, bee. Andy Skinner, if you use numbers and go over the top, some will be upside down. Oh, that's very true, Miss Linda. Very true. Please tell me you're done, son, because that's really loud the closer you get. Or you guys, we haven't used Mason Blue in a while. Love the flowers. Numbers because it looks like an old record box. Oh. All right, we could be here for days with me pulling things out. All right, stop it, Terry. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that. Because you guys know I have paper for days. Okay, let's look. So Miss Linda's right. If I go over the top with this, the numbers are going to go kind of crazy. So this is more fall. This is the autumn swirls from fall of last year. I used the butterfly one on my mask I made for the birthday. Yeah, you did, didn't you? Love the finished air balloon carousel. Thank you, Rennie. I'm kind of liking this because we haven't used this in a while. And I like that it has the golds in here. I think this one's too light, and I'm not a double paper fit. I rarely create. I don't know. Hi, Teresa. I rarely use papers twice, but I like spring, sugar, magnolia, and first bloom. Okay, we've got to choose between these three. So, kind of like hearing someone else doing housework. Do you? It's getting a little loud. Okay, so we have the box, and what we're gonna do is just thank you. Okay. Magnolia. That would be pretty, right? Okay. Okay. The blue one will have some problems upside down on the top. When I said the numbers and then I was looking at this one, it also is going to do the same thing. Okay, so let's use this. This is going to be pretty anyways. And then we can always... All right, let's do that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the sides off really quickly. Sorry about the noise. I don't know what got in him today. Let me move the iron out of the way. Okay. So I'm just going to take my water pen and then take off these edges really quickly. I'm only really worried about, thank you, son. I'm only really worried about these sides. All right. It's throwing me off that it's so loud. So now I'm stressed that you guys are going to hear it, even though you say you can't. And of course, I did do a PSA, right, that it was going to be very chaotic today. I was just thinking it was the dogs, not the adults. Phew, great, not the numbers. So, I thought I didn't, do you just not like that style? Yeah, because Amazon came, so then now you know what's going to happen is Troy's going to come over here and he's going to want me to open the door. Wow. Have I told you guys how much I appreciate you? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Have I told you guys how much I appreciate you putting up with my nonsense? Okay. So I'm actually going to come down a little bit. Do I want? So if I come down, all right, I'm going to go ahead and just get all of the wording on there because if not, it's going to be cut off. It'll look funny. Okay, let's do this. I'm just going to make a mark here to see if I can get into it with my blade. And I can, but I'm going to have to come over just a little bit. So we'll lose just a little bit. All right, so I'm going to take my Decoupage varnish and glue, the Silky Shine. It's called Life, and everything is good. Yeah, but it's rare that I watch somebody that has as much chaos as I do. Like the noise chaos, the craziness. Okay, so I'm just going to take, I don't want that on the wood because I need to cut it. So we'll end up changing all of the hardware. So I plugged all of the holes because, of course, like I said, all of it was old before anyways. Onyx, don't you dare grab my rice paper, girlfriend. Don't do it. Say you shouldn't have put it on the floor, ma'am. Okay, I'm just going to use my squeegee. And I'm going to move my rice paper. I'll get this down. Girl, it's life. I promise you're all good. No need to stress over it. We enjoy all your chaos. Well, and that's why I appreciate all of you guys because, yeah, it's Night, night, all. Catch you. Good night, Angela. Have a good evening. Thank you, Mary Lou. Hi, Mary Lou. I don't think I said hi to you. I just want to make sure you guys know. Because if I don't tell you, I need to tell you more. Because you guys are awesome. Because if it's not the dogs barking, Troy yelling at me, or now the carpet cleaner, something. Oh, you know what I just thought of? I bought like a stapler, because I was thinking I was going to have to staple this wood down. I might end up doing a couple of staple tacks in the top here for that one is wanting to pull up. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my gator. I've talked to you guys about the gator many a times on the on what you should have on there. I'm just going to put, well, I'm not going to put any of these on here. I'm going to get a new 320. You want the higher the grit, the better when it comes to this. You don't want a low grit to rip up your project, kill the paper. And you want to always go in a downward motion. So right now, all I'm going to do is take off the top and bottom because I want that to dry. Hi, Beth. I want that to dry so that way I can use my blade and get into the edges there. I will get your name on the wheel. What did I? Okay, it is. If it bothers anyone, they wouldn't be here. We love you and your life. Well, thank you. I was having my own chaos. I sprayed and got muddy. Help someone. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Jessie. How are you, sweet Jessie? All right. Let me put these couple of names on here really quickly before I forget. Jessie and Beth. Okay. Got your names on the wheel. All right. So, again, I'll come back here once we get all of the decoupage done. And then I will get off that. And I'm not going, because I have to cut the blade, I'm not going to worry too much about the edges now. All right. Now, do we do this matchy-matchy to the front? I guess so. So we'll go ahead and get this down pretty much in the same place. Because if I move it over all the way, it's not going to get all of that. Accidentally delete all the names but mine. Evil laugh. I heard someone the other day that sounded like they were sawing wood with their sander. Oh my goodness, Miss Carol. And were you thinking, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I hear it all the time, actually. I hear the low grit used a lot, more often than not. Just trying to make sure that's straight. I think because the thought in that is if you use a lower grit, right, it gets it off right away. So, yeah, use the lower grit, hurry up and get this paper off. But, yeah, you don't want to do that because you mess up. You mess up your project underneath, not to mention your going to tear up your paper. Especially if you get a snag. Oh my word. All right. Let's get a little bit more of that down there. And then just let me do this. The one thing that makes me cringe is when they do it on glass. When they use like a real high grit on glass or a real low grit on glass. And it's like literally just, okay, need a little bit more down here. Nope, wrong one. Thank you, Rennie. Yeah, it's beautiful. I haven't used this since Shelly's clock. Oh, Lord, now the UPS guy is here. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh. And Troy's in the back, and it's like he has ESP because he came right up to the front. Thank you, Jesse. That hurts my brain on glass, right? It's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so if you guys noticed, I didn't put a top protectant on it just yet. I will after I cut the edges. What I want to see though is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do to the top. So, all right, it looks like I'm gonna have to get one more paper. Do I have? Hold on. I know I have a matching to that. Because I need one more for the top. Yeah, worse than a dentist syndrome. We love your chaos. Well, again, like I said, I appreciate you guys sticking through it with my chaos because it's craziness. Okay, so I need to grab one more of the sugar magnolia. So I'm hoping I have one more. Okay. All right. So now I'm trying to see what was the back. I think this was the back. All right. So I think what we will do is have the butterfly up at the top like that. Or do we? Yeah, because we don't want this to be upside down too much. All right, so let's just start from the edge of here and then come around. Because the flowers don't look, it's not going to look bad like that. You can't tell. Hold on. Onyx is going to eat my papers. She likes rice paper. Who doesn't, right? Even Onyx knows. Okay, so let's put on, and if you came in a little bit later, I am not putting it on the the borders, because we'll either thinking maybe put some mold down on the edges or something. We'll figure out something, but all right. Hold on. Gotta remember that word doesn't fit all the way if it's centered. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Kelly Cat. If it's not the Gardener or UPS or Amazon, it's not a normal day, actually, right? If it's too quiet, then maybe you guys need to check and see if something's wrong. Actually, it's really quiet right now in the house. It's kind of funny. Terry, can I buy the decoupage glue from you? I do have the links. Yes, you can. I have the matte, and I have this one that I'm using is a Silky Shine. I usually use the matte, so it's whichever one you prefer, just let me know. The links to everything that I use today will be in the description, as usual. I try to put it in there for you guys after. I will, son. I had to order it for you, though, remember? So it's not going to come till tomorrow. I ordered you a new one. All right, so I'm going to hold this taut. That way I can get over the curved edge here. Must have came at it at an angle because it's wanting to buckle right there. I know, Bugs, but I need the pins. I need the pins, and I don't have the pins for it. You could have a marching band behind you and a choir singing hallelujah, and we'd still be watching. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Although it did sound like that just a minute ago, so sounded like I had that much going on. Thank you, Teresa. I'll get your name on the wheel. Excuse me. Okay. Because it's coming over that curve, it's starting to want to buckle. That's why I've got to hold it pretty taut and then pull it down. So what I'm going to have to do is rip the side here because I'm trying to get it into that groove. So I need to give the paper some relief. So I'm going to cut it. I'm going to rip it where I would cut it and then come down and push it. Okay. I need that third hand, y'all. I need that third hand. Okay. Let's get a little underneath here. Gosh, I keep forgetting that is a newer glue, and I'm sticking the brush all the way down in there. Oh, that's another thing I bought for you guys, too. I bought some new brushes to put in the goodie box giveaways, too. They're really nice. Okay, thank you, son. They're really nice ones. They're like these. Oh, also, you all, if giving me hands. If you guys see any of these in your goodie box, they're brush guards, right? So what it is after you wash your brushes, when it's still wet, you put on the brush guard, just like that, and then it keeps your brushes, the bristles, it keeps them intact. Someone asked me what the heck that was. what they were supposed to do with that. It's for your brushes. So if I send you brushes, I will usually send you a brush guard if I remember. Just so when you wash them, you can put them on. All right, so we'll leave that like that, and then we'll come back over to here. Oh, actually, let me gator this off. Hi, Sylvia. Yeah, it's just, you know, it helps keep your bristles so that they don't, you know, splay out crazy. But yeah, I had somebody ask me what the heck I was, what the heck I was sending them in the box. Actually, they didn't say it like that. They would just kind of said, how do I use this? For your brush. For your brush. To keep them nice. Hold on, babe. Hold on, baby. Hold on. You're going to have Miss Sue yelling at me in a minute. All right. So we'll let that dry. We'll come back over to here. I'm going to get my Fiskars finger blade. Where do you get them? I have a few that could use them. I know, right? I finally bought some of those. My brush bucket looks so neat now. See? I know. All right, so I'm going to come in here with my Fiskars, my finger blade, because that's such a long, I actually need one that's going to go flatter. Since this is a thinner groove, I'm going to use my ruler. I get them on Amazon, Miss Wanda. There goes my nose, and yep, I'm standing up. Sue, really? Is that why it does that? My nose is running again. There we go. How pretty. Wait a minute. That's a different. Dang, I missed the groove on that totally, didn't I? All right. Really? Oh my goodness, I'm wanting a goodie bag bad now. My paintbrush holder. I thought you were messing with me. I didn't know that was really a thing. That my nose runs just because I stand up. All right. God bless you. Welcome. All right. Thank you. All right. Let me do this with my nail first so I could see where the groove is. So again, if you do this, just please make sure your blade is very sharp and your paper is very dry, because it will get a hold of that paper and it'll pull it and it'll be a hot mess. Okay. I know. I love this one. There we go. So satisfying, isn't it? Look at that. And then I've got the perfect color that I matched when I did the clock. Let's stand that up, and then I'm just going to get in the grooves with my nail here. And actually, this paper still feels a little bit wet, so before I cut this, we'll go on and put the top layer, and then we'll paint the edges of this one. Then we'll come back to that. All right. And then always, you know, get in the habit of putting a protective layer down on your rice paper, just in case when you're painting, you get any paint or glue or anything. It's a lot easier to wipe off when you have a top layer on here. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and do that. Will you also link the brushes? I need good quality brushes if they are cheap enough. Yes, absolutely. And the blade. Yes. I've had the blade linked a couple of times, so Sue might actually have that code already. So she might put it in for the Fiskars finger blade. If not, I will be sure. And even if she does now, I will still make sure that it's all in the description. Everything that I used today. Because obviously when I post on Monday, we won't finish this today. So when I post Monday's event live, it will have everything in that description. There it is. I knew she would. Thank you, Sue. Okay. Where's my... All right. Too much stimulation here. Let me clean this off. I don't know where my finger blade cover went, so I'm just going to move my blade out the way so I don't give you guys a heart attack. And let me clean up this. And I'll get the paint. Trying to see if I see it on my desk, because if it's on the floor, Onyx will get it. Oh, here it is. All right. Okay. I'm sorry I was late, but what is that you are decoupaging? It is a wooden... I didn't take the edges off of this yet, so it's going to look funny. It's a wooden box that is shaped almost like a purse, Beth. It's a cool shape. It was very different. There was a lot of things wrong with the wood, though. So I've had to do a little bit of doctoring, but it looked like this. It's had that. Let me show you this because there's a glare. This dark, like mahogany color. So now we're going to bring it back to life. That has to be blue in order to click on it. Oh, link? It works for Miss Linda, so... If it's not blue, if you hit your control key when you click the mouse, sometimes you need to do that. Or if you're on your phone, I'm not sure. All right, so I am going to grab this blue. It is Night Sky by Waverly Chalk Paint. Waverly, the chalk paint. And it matches perfectly with the Sugar Magnolia paper. I clicked on the link and just ordered the brush holders. Yeah. So that could be it. If you are on your PC, you might have to hit the control and then hit enter. So one thing about the Waverly chalk paints is you do need to, well, all paints really, right? Because look see how it's dark? It needs to be stirred up really well. Okay, so now let's get, I don't know, we don't need a big brush because I don't want to get on the paper. And I'll show you this color. It's one thing I do notice though of the Waverlys, the night sky is one of the more sheer colors, but it's a beautiful match. I know, right? It really is. I'm just going to put this here. So that way I don't get it on the paper. And I don't have to take forever. Trying to be careful. She might not have that. Hold on. Let me see. I think she only has the detail brushes of mine. I will get the other ones. Me too. So you guys, if you guys seen round 1 of the Book Nooks with Robin and I, we will be doing round 2 on Sunday. This Sunday, though, it's going to be a little later. It's going to be an hour later just because Kelly Cat has her auction on Sunday. So if any of you are going to go to her auction, give you some time so you're not trying to rush over or be at 2 places at one time. Yeah, I didn't think so, Sue. I will give you, I'll put it, I'll give you guys that link as soon as I'm done here. I've got quite a few. They're all good, reasonable prices. I told you guys before, my watercolor brushes are really the only brushes that I spend good money on, but my other brushes are still very good brushes, but they're not very expensive. And, you know, they come in bulk on Amazon, so I will get them for you, though. But I always try to send a brush or 2 and the brush holders for you guys. In the goodie boxes. Also, if just keep in mind, if you do win one of my goodie boxes and you have something in there from the mixed palette, make sure you're really checking that for all the pieces, okay? And also if there's an acetate. So if you win and you get a shaker, there's a pre-cut acetate in there. Don't toss that away. It's at the front, so you might not even realize that it's there. So, because almost always my goodie boxes will have something in there from the mixed palette as well. So just keep in mind. All right, let's dry these 2 sides a little bit so then I could tip it up. Otherwise, I'll be painting and you guys can't see. But you see that color? It's a pretty dead-on match. So, Rennie, on Fridays, I do a goodie box giveaway. for anybody who does the shares the video and likes it, they go, their name gets put on the wheel, and then I do Happy Mail Fridays. Yep. Yes. Only if I've used them in a video, Miss Wanda. If I've used it in a video, then I put my Amazon links there. But I just don't have Amazon links, like all of them or anything, on somewhere, like in a link tree or something like that, if that's what you're asking. I usually just put them in the video description. So if I'm using the Fiskars and the squeegee or whatever in that video, then in the description bar, I'll put the stuff that I've used in there. Hi, Kathy. Oh, yay. Okay, Rennie, I'll get your name on there right now. So if you do it, so what happens if I'm on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so if you do it each day, then I will, you have, you know, you can have your name on there multiple times. Yeah, I don't know, Miss Wanda. I don't, I mean, it's an option. I could do that, but that's a lot of links to muddy up my link tree with. So I've just never done it. Let me make sure these are dry before I put that down. But you have my, thank you, Kathy. You can message me, Miss Wanda, if you need anything specific. Well, any of you can, actually. If there's something you guys are looking for and I haven't put the code on there, just message me. I can get it for you. I don't have a problem with that. All right. And I'm just using the ruler because I'm trying to go a little quicker with painting. So if you guys are wondering what the ruler's for, that's all. Thank you. Yes, I did, Betty. Hi, Ronnie. Why, thank you, sir. I will put your name on the wheel. And I promise I won't say the wrong name if your name gets picked. Wish I could show you in my fifth wheel. They look like the paper on my cover is close to saying like it. Oh, really? How cool, Mary Lou. Okay. So if you're new also, that's why I turn this way. Especially I do it on Fridays because as you all share on Fridays, I put your name on the wheel, and so that way you are also included. So it's all that same week. Call him Bob if he wins. Oh my gosh, Sue. So I'm going to have to get Ronnie to click the link so he can get backstage, so he can see all the comments from all the platforms. So Sue, he can see when you're commenting. Because last time he couldn't see your comments. All right, so we got that. Those sides, and let's get this last side done. And then again, I'll do the bottom when I get off, and then when we come back on Monday, they'll be all there. So, oh, also don't forget, we will also do a giveaway on Sunday on the round 2. So that way we can give you all one of the book nooks. So somebody has a chance to win the book nook, a book nook on Sunday as well. Okay, Got that side. Let's come over here and do this. Hi, and how are you, Bob? What the heck? Oh, I got you, Mary Lou. Yeah, when you see, that's so neat. Okay, look at that. Okay, so actually, let me dry this side a little bit. All right, so I'm just gonna dry this side a little bit, and then I'll do a second later. We're at 2:30 right now, so I will. Oh my gosh! So if you have done all the things, your name is on the wheel. Remember, we're doing 2 drawings today because of the 50 episodes. So we'll have a chance to have 2 winners today. I am going to do a PSA though, you all. I forget to do this. If you don't contact me before I draw the next week, I'm going to have to give the prize to somebody else. So I'll have to redraw because I can't. What happens is I get the stuff ready right away to go out on Monday, and then if someone's not contacting me, I have the box sitting here, and I don't need any more boxes sitting here. So please contact me. Most of you are really good about contacting me right away. But yeah, so I need you guys. I'll give you a week. That's a long time. So I'll give you a week. And why watched you and Robin doing the book nook sounded so frustrating, stressful to me, but I enjoyed watching. It wasn't really stressful. It was more funny. It was stressful at the beginning, I will say, because it was scary. But it really wasn't bad at all, actually. And again, if you like puzzles, you'll probably like doing it. Yeah, exactly. See, Robin said it was actually overwhelming at first, but once you got into it, it was great. Yes. I think the whole intimidation of seeing it at first and all the pieces, it was like, oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, this isn't going to work. But after that, you get the hang of it. Okay. Let me get the wheel on here. Hold on a minute. I will remove this. So again, I thank you all, everyone who has done all the things. So we're going to do, I'm going to remove me for just a second so you guys can see it's got a lot of names on there. I'll die if Bob wins too. Actually, I need to put Kathy on here. Hold on. Okay. Alrighty, so good luck, everyone. So the first winner will be, let's shuffle it up, and here we go. Hi, Nicole. No worries. Andrew Moore. And what's funny is Marcia and Andrew are usually here, and today's the first day I don't think I've seen them in a while. So I'll get a hold of them. So congratulations, Andrew. So to be fair, we'll remove all of the names, all of Andrew's names, and we'll shuffle it up one more time. And here we go. Miss Sue, congratulations. Thank you, thank you. Congratulations, congratulations. I think I have your address, Sue, so that's not how I spell my name. I knew it. See? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. So, I thank you guys for being here. Good gracious. Anyhow, so all I'm going to do on this is paint the bottom. I won't do anything else. I'll wait till we come back on Monday and we'll finish it up. We should be able to finish it on Monday because all I've got to do is, you know, put some pretties on there and stuff. So we'll put it together. Oh, Rima, I'll get with you. Sorry, I forgot about Rima showing her the mold. I was supposed to show Rima how to use oil in the mold. Are you going to show us the oil for the mold? Okay. If you guys want to leave me, you can. I told Rima I would show her how to do the baby oil in the mold. Thank you. Have a marvelous evening. You too. So really quickly, I will be on Sunday with Robin at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then tomorrow I am on Creative Hour with Kimberly from My Victorian Heart. All right. So really quickly, for those of you who are going to leave me, goodbye. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. For those of you who wanted to see this really quick, so I do not use cornstarch in my molds. I use baby oil. And so I literally just need a couple of dots of it. You don't want to use too much at all. Okay, you have a blessed evening too, Miss Edie. Bye, Sue. All right, so I'm literally just going to dip my brush here in baby oil, and I'm going to come in and wipe my mold with it. All right, those two little dots is more than enough for this entire border here. All right, I personally do not like, hi, Kathy. Oh, sorry. I personally don't like, thank you, Kelly. All right, sorry. So I literally only put 2 dots of baby oil in my little porcelain here, and I'll actually move over. So this little dot is more than enough for this entire mold here, okay? So all you want to do is take a brush and brush the oil all the way on the sides. Make sure when you have, I didn't pull out any intricate molds because I was actually going to use this mold on the box. But if you have intricate molds, you really want to make sure you get that brush up in the little spots, okay? Here we go. Hold on. So what I'm talking about is if you were going to do this, you want to make sure you focus on the little intricate parts, okay? Don't miss that. Really shove your brush in there, all right? Yes, the soft brush is the best. Now, I do not myself use cornstarch. I don't care for it because cornstarch is going to pull the moisture out of your clay. If you're using a really wet clay like DOS, however you want to say it, maybe cornstarch is best for that. But if you're using Jovi, you don't need to use cornstarch, in my opinion. Now, this is just my opinion. Everybody does it the way they do it, what works best for them, okay? So, in my opinion, I don't use cornstarch because I don't like how it pulls the moisture out of my clay. All right, so now all I'm going to do is, I'm just using the Jovi clay. This is same as the white. The only thing is this is gray. And I'm going to take and just roll a little bit out. And I'm going to push it down my mold. I'm going to get a palette knife. I'm going to come in, sweep off the top. I always put my finger in water and level out the top. That's, again, personal preference. You don't have to do that. To get your molds out easily, you want to bend back and roll. Okay? I see a lot of people, like, they'll stick their palette knife in there and try to pry it out, or stick a brush in there, or get it with your fingernail. If you do that, you're going to make dents in your clay. Take your mold and roll it. Okay? It'll pop right out. And there you go. That little gloss that you see on there, that's the baby oil. Again, if you notice, when you do this with cornstarch, all that cornstarch is on there. It pulls out the moisture, and like Nicole said, I find it makes more cracks. In clay, it will crack. You will get some cracks. But I find when I use cornstarch, it cracks more because it's drawing out that moisture, the natural moisture in the clay. Okay? So, pretty easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Did that answer your question, Rima? Are you good to go? So very little baby oil. Don't use too much. It'll do the adverse effect. If you use too much baby oil, so if you drown your mold, okay? If you drown it in baby oil, what happens is when you go, well, I got to do this. I noticed that when I go to try to pull it up, if it's too wet, the clay won't even stay down in there because it's not, there's too much baby oil. It won't let it. So too much oil will give the adverse effect. And you see how it's real glossy now? That's too much. You barely should see the shine. Too much oil, just, okay? So too much oil, it'll be worse. All right. You won't be able to get it out. So, all right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It'll pop right out. I've noticed that too. Yeah. Yeah. So it just, you've got to barely tap in your brush, and 1 or 2 dots, it'll be enough to really just, all you're doing is just putting down a little coating just so it doesn't stick. That's all. All righty, guys. I hope that answered your question. Thanks, Sue. If you have any more questions, let me know. Other than that, I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see some of you tomorrow, but I hope I see a lot of you on Sunday. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk